So your channel header is one of the first things that people see when they land on your channel. Does it convey your brand in an instant? In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 things that might be wrong with your channel header and how to fix them. So, are you ready? Hey entrepreneur, it's Salma Jafri from salmajafri.com, and you are in the right place if you want to grow your personal brand with video. Hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified when I release new videos, and let's begin. So a channel header is the topmost part that somebody sees on your YouTube channel homepage. And it's typically the part where they kind of get an understanding about what your channel is about. So it's really important to convey this information in the shortest time possible. So I'm going to tell you about all the elements that should be on your channel header and why they belong there. But before we get to that, let's talk about what you might be doing wrong. So especially if you have just started your YouTube channel, or maybe you're not a graphic designer, you don't know what to put there. So we're going to talk about some stuff that it will immediately destroy the brand impression. Did I say impression? Okay, destroy the brand impression that you're trying to make. So what are those 5 things? First of all, if you don't have a channel header, get one. And I'm going to drop a link in the description of where you can go to YouTube sizing recommendations on the template to use to make your channel header. I make my channel header in Canva, super simple. So I'm going to drop a link to where you can get that template from. Now, let's get designing. So mistake number 1 is that your colors and fonts do not represent your brand. Now, the thing is that as soon as somebody lands on your homepage, everything from your channel header to your thumbnails to your videos needs to have a cohesive look. And by look, I typically mean the way that you present yourself on video, but also the colors and fonts that you use consistently over and over again in your branding. So what I recommend is go with 2 colors that you're going to use. Maybe one would be your primary color, another would be your accent color, and choose a maximum of 2 fonts to use in your channel header as well. All right, so once you have your 2 colors and your 2 fonts selected, they should be in your channel header, they should be in your thumbnails, they should be in your branding all over your YouTube channel. So figure out what those 2 colors and 2 fonts are and put them everywhere. Mistake number 2 is that your photo of yourself is either non-existent, or it's blurry, or it's not appropriate, like it's full length or something really weird like that, or it just doesn't convey the right vibe. Now, what do I mean by all of this? So first of all, you are a personal brand. So your picture matters. How you convey emotion in that picture matters as well. So what I typically recommend is, if you can do a professional photo shoot, that would be amazing. But honestly speaking, just a selfie would do as well. But you want to make sure that you have head and shoulders in your profile photo, okay? And you're not putting a full length picture, and you're not putting something with just your face in it either. Head and shoulders should be the perfect profile picture to have in terms of how much of your body to show and how much of your face to show. The second thing is you want to be looking directly at the camera. So you don't want a side profile, or you don't want something really crazy or artsy there. Just very, very simple. Look straight in the camera. A smile would be really nice. So if you can do a nice smiling, welcoming, friendly picture, that would be perfect. Now, where to put this profile picture? I know that there is an icon to put your profile picture in, but I like personal brand YouTube channels to put their picture in their channel header as well. So if you can do that, that just makes the connection stronger between you, who are the host of the channel, and you, the personal brand. And remember to keep watching the entire video to see examples of good and bad channel headers so you know what to do and also what not to do. Mistake number 3 is that your channel is not optimized for different devices. Now, this is something that, again, YouTube helps you sort out. So it shows you, once you're creating your channel header, it shows you how it's going to look on mobile, how it's going to look on a tablet device, how it's going to look on a computer, and how it's going to look on a television screen. And you need to be optimized for all of these different sizes, because you never know where people are going to be watching your content. So it's best to play it safe, right? So in the channel template, which I'm going to link to in the description, the one that I mentioned earlier, in that template, there is a text safe area. So you want to make sure that all of your designing and your elements and important information goes into that space in the text safe area, right? And once that's there, the rest you can get creative with. So if somebody's viewing on a television screen, they're going to see all that creativity. And if they're only able to see on their mobile phones, which is a large percentage of YouTube audiences, then they're going to immediately get to know what your channel is about. Mistake number 4 is that nobody really understands what your channel is about when they see the channel header. You know those channels, the ones where there's just a name and that's kind of it. Now that might work for celebrities and people whose names are already really famous, but when you're starting out or you have a small channel, it's important to give a little bit of extra information to people who might just be discovering your channel. So how do you do that? Well, I like to do that with a tagline. So a tagline is a slogan that defines what people are going to get out of this channel. And I always encourage my clients to make it about their audience. So for example, if your tagline is heart-centered entrepreneur, that doesn't really convey what they're gonna get out of it, right? Okay, so you're a heart-centered entrepreneur. Wonderful for you. What do I get, right? So I always encourage some aspect of what is your audience gonna get. So in my channel header, my tagline is grow your personal brand with video. So you know that when you come here, I'm going to be helping you grow your personal brand. And that is kind of like an active phrase. Grow is a very active word. So you want to use phrases in your tagline that help people identify the outcome that they're going to be looking for or that they're going to be interested in your channel. So now I want to hear from you. What tagline will you put in your channel header that identifies what your channel is about and also tells your audience the outcome to expect from your channel? If you don't have one, put some down in the comments below and maybe I'll help you work through it. And finally, mistake number 5 is that your words are not easy to read. And I see this mistake so often, which is why I put it in its own category, that people choose a very cursive font or something really funky or really artsy, or you're just really difficult to read. And you have to remember that most people are gonna be watching your channel on their mobile phones. And when they see your channel header and it's got this teeny tiny little font or very cursive or scripted, they're just not going to be able to read what it is that you're about. So make it big, make it large, make it obvious. This is not the time to be shy. Okay, so go grab that channel header template from the link in the description and also go watch my YouTube masterclass, which is going to tell you how to grow your YouTube channel the right way, not the wrong way. You can get that link also from the description and I'm going to put it in the end card next to me as well. Remember to go after what you want and build a brand you love because you can be the media.